Alright everybody, hello, welcome back to another G2G Weekly News for June 23rd, 2020. I am Jacob presenting it to you with a fresh haircut, of course, for the summer coming up. Starting to get nice weather outside. Starting to be able to get a little more active, go a little more, just go more places, do some more Pokemoning. And speaking of Pokemoning, we got a lot of news for you guys this week, so let's get right into it. Firstly, we'll start with our June overview again. Even though we're reaching the end of it, there's still plenty of stuff here coming up or going on right now. So, we have the Trapinch research breakthrough, of course, until July 1st. Still going on for another week and a half? Week? Maybe? So, not a whole lot of time yet. Hopefully you've gotten one by now. Maybe it was shiny. Maybe you've gotten multiple. If you haven't yet, you've still got time. I'm pretty sure you still have time to do a full week's worth, even if you haven't, so there's still time for that. Solstice Event, we are currently in right now, started on the 19th, and it will end tomorrow, and the bug out event will be starting in a couple of days here after the Solstice themed event ends, and we will have more details on that coming ahead. Firstly though, Spotlight Bonus Hour, we are a little late on announcing this, 6 p.m. local, it happened today, so there are only a couple time zones left that will have this available to them. Hopefully at your 6 p.m. local you are able to tune in and check the app, get a couple Clefairies, maybe a shiny one, and there was double catch XP for this hour as well. So next Tuesday, June 30th will be Kricketot, so that date, yes, confirms my suspicions on the last slide. Even if you have not gotten a Trapinch yet from your research breakthrough, you still have a week left of time as long as you start today. So get that done if you haven't. Spotlight Bonus Hour was Clefairy, may still be Clefairy depending on where you're at, so make sure you check in on that. Unova Legendary Raid Boss, of course, is Zekrom. He's been here for a little while. We still have a couple more raid hours coming up. There will be one tomorrow from 6 to 7 p.m. local time and one on July 1st from 6 to 7 p.m. local time as well. Zekrom, the Deep Black Pokemon, our second Unova Legendary Raid Boss that came after Reshiram. He is still here, so raid hours, but still be popping up around, of course, as a normal tier 5. So if you haven't gotten him, still plenty of time to go out and catch one of those, or multiple if you like him. You can catch as many as you want, so he's still here for quite a bit. The Solstice themed event currently happening started on the 19th at 8 a.m. and will be ending tomorrow at 10 p.m. local time, June 24th. Sun and Moon theme, of course, shiny Clefairy, so if you did not get to participate in the Spotlight Hour that just went on, you can always get one during this event as well, still be popping up, just not as often. Solrock and Lunatone have switched now, so as you can see our charts here, we started out where I live here in the United States. We had Solrock over in the Western Hemisphere a couple days ago to yesterday. They were everywhere, and now, today, officially, Lunatone is in the Western Hemisphere and Solrock is in the Eastern. And they will be popping up more often until tomorrow at 10 p.m. local time. So, hopefully you've been participating in this event. There's been a lot of these Pokemon popping up in recent days, of course. So hopefully you had a chance to get Solrock or Lunatone, whichever one is now unavailable to you. And if you haven't, for some reason, caught the one that is in your hemisphere now, or you just want some because you've been envious that you haven't been able to get it, here it is. And there's, of course, 2 times bonus Catch Stardust for this event as well. For some information on the Bug Out event, starting June 26th at 8 a.m. to July 1st, 10 p.m. local time. There will be bug types in the wild, of course, hence the name. Shiny Dwebble will be available, 2 times Catch XP. Incenses will attract a lot more bug types than anything else, and there will be a Pinsir Raid Day on the 28th. Pinsir will be able to be shiny, and of course debut of Dwebble shiny. So if you happen to be seeing the Dwebbles, make sure that you're looking closely at your screen, because Again, we talked about this last week, but when you look at the regular Dwebble at the top there and then the shiny one, they look awfully similar. The shiny one's just a little bit of a more crimson color than orange. So it's a little hard to tell if you don't see the sparkles pop up on your screen, so you have to be paying attention to that. But as you can see with our other graphs here, our little charts, we have Nincada appearing more often from the 26th to 27th with an Incense use, Wurmple appearing more often from the 28th to 29th, and Scyther appearing more often from the 30th to the 1st. There will also be a 1-coin Poke Bundle available featuring 3 remote raid passes during this, and I believe that will still follow the rules of not being able to have more than, you will not be able to purchase this if you have more than 3 remote raid passes already in your inventory. An announcement today for the Go Battle League. It has come back, and yes, it just started today, and it will run to June 30th, 2020. They've increased the amount of daily sets you can do from 5 to 6. There's a week of boosted rewards. Unova starters have been removed as reward, and instead of rare candies, the rare candy rewards have been moved from the 4th slot instead of being in the 5th slot in the premium rewards, and the Ultra League will last until July 6th. So if we take a look at our calendar here, the Great League will happen from May 11th to June 1st, and the Ultra League will go from June 1st to July 6th. The Master League and the Premier Cup will happen from July 6th to the 20th, and from July 20th to 27th, we will have all 3 leagues going on, and then July 27th, Season 3 will begin. So, and as I just mentioned, the Unova Pokemon will no longer be a basic or premium reward, and the rare candy used to be in the final slot. You had to win 5 out of 5 to get a rare candy. Now you only have to win 4 out of 5 to get your rare candy as well. So that's an update on the Go Battle League. It is back in action. An announcement on limited tests. They are now allowing some trainers to trial new daily features. These were selected at random. You may have been selected for one, both, or neither of them. But one of these is a guaranteed daily Pokemon encounter. You'll get a visit from Professor Willow that will give 1 Pokemon daily. It will stay there for 24 hours if you don't decide to catch it. And the other limited test is a daily free box available in the shop. Obviously, it doesn't give you anything amazing, a couple Pokeballs or some berries, but in the shop every day there's a free box that does not cost you anything at all. So it's a special Incense for the Professor Willow, and the Incense won't appear in your item bag, but it will be active after he gives it to you, and it will attract 1 Pokemon a day that will appear only for you, and you'll have to check back every day to see what Pokemon appears. And then with the free box, it's pretty much exactly how it sounds. The shop button will display a notification when a free box is available. To get it, you just go to the shop and claim on it in the free section. The box will contain different items each time. And of course, here at the bottom, Niantic will be rolling these features out to more trainers in the coming months, but right now it's only available to select people to get to try them out, see how they like them, if it's of much benefit or not. Pokemon Presents, they did one of these last week. They announced Galarian Farfetch'd, Mega Evolutions, and Victini in this event, or in this kind of presentation that Pokemon gave. This came as support for the new Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC that came out. So now you will be able to catch Galarian Farfetch'd appearing in the wild, and avatar items inspired by Galarian Farfetch'd are available in the style shop as well. So as you can see by our little picture here, there's a hat, a little bag, so some goodies you can get there. And Victini will debut at Pokemon Go Fest 2020. We're not exactly sure how this is going to be available to get yet, but they did announce that Victini will be making a debut. I know that in the real Pokemon games that I played on DS when Victini first came out. It was a very special Pokemon. It is the victory Pokemon, of course. So there was a lot of interesting stuff you had to do to capture it in the real game. So I'm curious to see what they will do to make this Pokemon available in Pokemon Go. We will also have another Pokemon Presents tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, so that's early for some of us, that might be late for others, but they will be doing it again tomorrow. We have no idea what they'll be talking about, but they'll be giving us another presentation on things happening, updates in the game, so make sure to set an alarm to be able to tune into that tomorrow as well. Pokemon Go Fest reminders. I don't believe we have any new information on this. Same as what we discussed last week. It is on July 25th and 26th. We know a lot of information about Day 1. We don't know a lot of information about Day 2. So I'll go over what we do know here. Pokemon Go Fest Day 1. It costs $14.99. That will get you both days. But there will be a special research store you can get on Day 1. There will be 5 rotating habitats to try and emulate what happened at the real life Go Fest in years past. So for 1 hour there will be fire types, then water, then grass, then battle, then friendship, and then it will repeat. So as it says here, these habitats will rotate every hour, so each habitat will be featured twice during Day 1. This is so that everyone has a chance to make sure that they can participate in every habitat. So even if you miss one, you'll know that it's rotating back around. The Global Challenge Arena is a GoFest exclusive feature that will be available only to ticket holders. You'll have a chance to join forces in order to complete a collaborative challenge each hour. And if all the trainers complete that challenge, they will earn a bonus for the remainder of the hour. So not exactly sure what all of these bonuses will be, but assumably they will allow you to catch more Pokemon, make more appear, we'll see better Pokemon, not exactly sure, but it's definitely a fun, collaborative part of Pokemon Go Fest that lets everyone come together to get rewards for everybody. And you will be able to encounter 75 plus species of Pokemon in the wild, raids, and special research during Go Fest. So that's a lot of information on Day 1. As far as Day 2 goes, we don't know a whole lot. Pokemon said they wanted to keep the Day 2 experience a surprise, so ticket holders will learn what is in store for this day on the day that it happens. So it won't be told much right up until it happens, so that everyone's surprised. It's a fresh feeling, and y'all get to enjoy just kind of that suspense leading up to it and the surprise. Also, we have the notification here for the shirts. They're selling them on Twitter. I would assume that by now, last week they only had small and medium shirts left, so at this point I can only imagine that there are very few to zero shirts left available for purchase, at least from the Pokemon Center. Maybe some people are reselling them for a higher price on other websites, but it wouldn't hurt for you to check. Maybe they have one that's still in your size, but I would not be super expectant upon that at this point. There will also be weekly challenges leading up to GoFest, Timed Research 1, 2, and 3. These will be similar to the Throwback Challenge that we had a couple months ago, leading up to things happening now. So we'll have a week of research for something, and then another, and then another, and then it'll be GoFest. So that's something else to look forward to kind of also help hype up GoFest and everything going on there. So we will have more information on that in the coming weeks as well. Again, I would like to thank our continuous support from our Patreon members, Philip Ma, Pokemon Professor Network, Aaron the Ninja, and Rhonda Fry. You guys do wonders for us and our organization. We appreciate it a bunch. If you would like to be a Patreon member, we have the link there at the bottom of the screen. You can just type that into Google, patreon.com/G2G, if you'd like to get your name up here and help us out. But we would like to thank you all again for just tuning in and watching wherever you are, whatever time it may be, for coming to G2G Media for all of your raid guides, breaking news, and everything else Pokemon Go that we have to offer. We appreciate the support, as always, and from me, Jacob, and the rest of the team here at G2G, I'd like to say thank you again and have an excellent week.